Question 16. Why has the author lost interest in human beings? The author starts this passage with the statement about losing interest in human beings because they make the author suffer. Whereas the summer night, the stars and the caressing wind talk to the author, which means that option A, because human beings make the author suffer, is correct. But in this question, we have the all of the above option also, which means that we have to evaluate the other answer choices. The author talks about the soothing and penetrating charm of the night and how the wind rippled through the maple leaves like little warm love thrills. And the author also talks about how the stars and the wind talk to him or her. All of this supports the inference that the author enjoys the night and nature more and lost interest in human beings because they don't bring the same warmth and the comfort. So option B is also correct. If two statements are completely correct, then the third statement also has to be correct so that we can choose the all of the above option because we don't have a choice of selecting just two options. Here the author also says that the night is solemn and mysterious, and we can infer that human beings are not mysterious, which is why the author lost interest. Since three of the options are correct, the correct answer has to be all of the above. Question 17. The author has compared the night with which of the following? Katydids are a type of grasshopper which make a kind of noise at night like crickets, and the author talks about enjoying their song but does not compare the night to katydids. If A is wrong, then all of the above is also incorrect. The author talks about stars as well but does not compare the night to the stars anywhere in the passage. So option C is also incorrect. If A, C and D are incorrect, then B has to be correct. Here, the author says that the man's voice broke the necromancer's spell. A necromancer is a wizard or a magician who claims to be able to talk to the dead or talk to the spirits. The author is saying that the mysterious night seemed to be like a magical spell cast by a necromancer and the man's voice broke the spell. So the author is comparing the night to a necromancer's spell. So B is the correct answer. Question 18. Why has the author called the katydids wise? Now katydids are a type of grasshopper which make a kind of noise at night, like the noise made by crickets. This is the part of the passage where the author talks about katydids and why the author likes them. The author says that they are wise because they do not chatter like people. Now chatter means unnecessary and unimportant talks. So the author is saying that katydids are wise because they do not indulge in unnecessary and unimportant talks. Question 19. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage? In the options, there are statements and there is an inference. Statements are what the author is clearly stating in the passage, whereas inferences are what we can understand on the basis of the information given in the passage. So inferences are what are implied in the passage. Here the author calls the night a mystery, but also says that the night is soothing, it has a penetrating charm, and the night wind is caressing and warm. So the author does not imply or state that the night is just a mystery. The author says that I want neither books nor men. They make me suffer. But she specifically calls the intrusive man with the Bible class detestable. She does not say that all men or all books are detestable. So C is not a statement or an inference. The author implies that the stars, which are a part of nature, are a more direct witness to God because they, that is the stars, have seen Jesus Christ rather than ordinary human beings. So the author is implying that being close to nature can bring one closer to God. Question 20. Which of the following words from the passage mean rough? This question is quite simple and can be answered directly, even without reading the passage, because coarse is a relatively commonly used word. For example, coffee grinder machines have settings to adjust how fine or how coarse you want the powder to be. Fine, medium, and coarse. You can also answer this question by eliminating the incorrect options. Solemn means serious or reserved. Caressing implies a gentle and a tender touch. And slumber means sleep. None of these words are connected with roughness. The only remaining option is C. So, rough means coarse. When you read the passage, the word is used here to say that the man who came that day with the Bible class had a coarse manner and speech. That is, he did not have polished manners and speech. They were rough. So, C is the answer.